Hey everybody, I hope you're doing well. I decided to make a video shooting down, which is a little different, lo-fi style. No like special effects or anything, so that's what it's gonna be. Got some plastic crinkly sounds. I got an order from Shine. I don't know how to say it, but it's a women's apparel store online. And I got like 4 of the same pair of pants, but in different colors. But the crotch is too big, so on the pants, and I have to get them tailored. All 4 of them. So these are like just the different colors. This one's burgundy. Oh yeah, new nails. I hope you're all doing well, by the way. I'm just gonna upload this. I'm not gonna put I can't English today. I'm gonna put this video on YouTube and not spend as much time on SEO, which is search engine optimization, and I spend too much time on that. I optimize stuff. So this is very throwback to when I first started. I didn't go on camera at all. So this random OPI nail polish flew off, and it's called Pale to the Chief. It's this new color, and I haven't even tried it. So I may try this on my toenails. I don't know, for fall. Who knows? Is the camera adjusting? And crinkle sound. I really like sheen. Tracing. I'm just gonna do some random triggers. I'm gonna upload this one and see how it rolls. So I was out for a walk tonight, random story, and there was this cat wandering around. It was getting close to dark, and I was starting to wonder what I should do, because I don't like it when cats are just meandering around after dark, because there's coyotes in the area, lots of coyotes, and this cat is snack size. Very covered cat came up to me and was like, "Meow," and I'm like, "Hey, how's it going?" And so we're having this kind of dialogue repertoire going between us, and I'm trying to search around if it's being chipped at all, and so I just decided to leave it as is, because it looked like it wasn't feral. We don't get feral cats where I'm from. And I didn't want to take it away from its territory. So yeah, this is the water. Like I said, this is lo-fi. I'm just getting me with my camera, and I'm going back to basics. Sometimes I just need to do that before I move on to anything else that I want to try. Life's going well. Still in a transitionary phase. That's okay though. Things are starting to shape up. Just starting a little bit. So these are all pants. They're a really nice fabric, and I like how comfy they are. and they're high-waisted, so they'll be good for words. I'm going to get them all tailored so that they fit right. So this is yellow, this is mustard color burgundy. This is the black. So pretty self-explanatory. But this one at the top, I don't like this one, to be honest. I thought I was gonna. But if I wore like a blazer over it, or like a cardigan, it's too busy. It's way too busy. I'm more of a monochrome type of a gal. I wear a lot of black, all black, and then more black. Especially in interviews. I have a color code that I wear when I'm in interviews, which is a lot. So yeah, this is I'm not a fan of this top. And I got 3 of them. Because I thought I was going to like it, but then I just, no, excuse me. Un momento, por favor. Just needed to cough. So, I'm back. I have the option to modify my content as I see fit. So I felt safer being on camera, having my face on YouTube if I got to block. Yeah. And when they stopped letting me do that, I just decided, you know what, I'm going to film things a little differently. So I appreciate everybody's support and understanding. And for those that don't support it, there are other channels that don't mind the block button being removed. And I've just noticed that some of the bigger channels have had really big issues with people violating their privacy regarding they would take images of the ASMR artist's face and then put it on sites that weren't going to use it in a way that was, number 1, asking for permission, number 2, I don't want to get into specifics, but a few ASMR artists have had to seek legal advice on this area that have pretty big followings, and I'm not saying I'm gonna get a big following, but I just don't want to take the chance of like one video gaining traction and this becoming an issue for my channel and not being able to block a user. So I'm eliminating the problem before it starts, and I wish I didn't have to do this. It's unfortunate that like one bad apple spoils it for everybody else. But there are some people who are not safe online and don't respect, I would say, people's content, and even would go so far as to maliciously use other people's content who have bigger channels. Hence why having the small channel is nice because I don't deal with that. But I also don't want a video to gain traction, and I'm going to modify my content as a result of the block feature being removed. Still making videos, it's just going to be a little different. More old school ASMR stuff, and I may have to rebrand. The channel is always evolving and growing as it is, so that's okay. I don't mind rebranding. I'll still stay Zen's ASMR, and I might have to rebrand that later on if my channel gets any bigger. And what I mean by that is like copyright. The name might have to change due to people owning the name Zen, which I think is ridiculous. But I'll get there when I get to that point. I just want to get all this stuff done for my trip tomorrow. Because the possibility of a job starting soon has convinced me to get stuff done. And then a new semester starting on top of the job. I hope you find this relaxing. So yeah, when I'm not working, I'm studying. And when I'm not studying, I'm working on my business. And when I'm not working on my business, there's not a lot of time left. It's busy. I had an opportunity to go up north for a business trip, and I just couldn't do it because I had too many obligations, and I had to get to the point where I'm like, okay, am I biting off more than I can chew? Yes. So I had to modify my schedule to where I was focusing on 2 things, and instead of 3, and pause the 3rd thing for a later date, so I don't burn out. At least when I adjust to the first 2 things, I can resume the 3rd thing. And that could mean like a trip up north or doing stuff for business that makes me have to travel. But now it's getting used to 2 things on their own, with the 3rd thing that's like burnout central, and quite frankly I don't want to do it. Traveling seems like a lot of fun when it's all paid for, but there's like still a lot of deadlines when you're traveling, not to mention the other stuff involved, such as being at a specific place at a specific time, meeting the requirements, and then diving back into a full-time gig on top of the internship that I've started. It's just not gonna work. The crazy thing is, the industry that I'm in, I'm getting referrals from people that I don't even know. And I'm like, I can't do this right now. So I have to put a pause and then refer them to someone else. I just didn't know that the business would pick up this quickly. I literally thought it would take me a few years to get my first client. And then I got it within the first month. And they said, "Can you come up north, please?" And I'm like, "I can't. I wish I could." But it literally is a conflict of interest in me if I said yes, and I just decided no. So I referred this person to somebody else. I can't say the industry that I'm in, but I just referred them to someone else who was more able to look after the scenario full time and be up north full time. I can't say where up north is, but it's somewhere up north. Yeah. I just did not expect to get a gig from the place that I got it from within the first month. It kind of threw me for a loop. Okay. I don't like to bite off more than I can chew. I'm always kind of minimizing my schedule when needed. And sometimes that means dropping a course to focus on just one course a semester instead of two. Or if I'm learning a new job, I focus on the job and then one course, but I don't let myself get more than one course. Because if I want to focus on school, I go to school full time. If I want to focus on work or a new job, I focus on that one thing until I've acclimatized myself to it to the point where I can take two courses. Or I just take the one course and then work on my business. There's the juggling act. This took me a lot sooner than I thought it would. That's good. Okay, I got my stuff ready. I am planning to get my master's degree, but I want to kind of plow through my BA. I strategically waited for my BA until I got more work experience under my belt. about a decade of work experience, a little more, about 15 years, to figure out where I wanted to specialize in. And once I figured that piece out, I'm like, I know what, I want to get my BA in. And so it makes me work harder. And so I start out by studying part time. I only have like 2 years left of my BA full time, and then 2 years left of my MA full time. So I've got a bit of school left, but whatever. It's fine. It is helpful. I like school, and I go study in the evenings, or I devote my time to it full time. Okay. That's yeah. It's one job done. Alright. I hope you enjoyed this video. I will talk to you all later, and I will film some videos on my road trip. It's about 4 days, and it's not gonna be up north. So I decided I wanted to go see a sunken pirate ship. And so I decided I'm going to go see a sunken pirate ship. And that's what I wanted to go see. And then there was also an island with snakes on it. And I wanted to see that too. Especially the colorful ones. So I will go on a boat to see the island of snakes. That sounds like fun. And that is a sum up of my short road trip, pirate ship, and island of snakes. And that's it. So I will take videos when I can. I will talk to you all later, and have a great one.